Welcome. It is SEMA Central right here, SEMA 2014. Having a great time. My name's Dennis Pitzenbarger. And if you have friends in high places like Mr. Wardiak, you get to talk to guys like this. Alwin Springer, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm excellent. I'm really excellent.
I think that we need to really focus on how much history. I love talking to guys like you that have all this rich racing history. I mean, it started in the 80s with IMSA stuff, moved into a great career with Porsche, but maybe talk about what, most importantly, what inspired you to have this career path?
What inspired me, actually, I didn't have racing in my mind when I left Germany in '65. I came to Canada, and there I got involved in Porsche racing. And I have to say, I really liked it. I looked at it as a challenge. Gave me a chance to travel the eastern United States and Canada, and that's how it slowly but surely evolved into a full-time job.
Talk about making some horsepower back in the, it's funny to talk about race cars back in the 80s, and 400, 500 horsepower was huge numbers, and then we'll get to where that means nothing. That's a street car in today's world. But talk about how technology has been so instrumental in not only street cars, but obviously in racing.
Yeah, in racing, it really started in the 80s when we changed over from carburetors and injection pumps into electronic fuel injection. That really made a major, major move forward and enabled us, especially with the turbo engines, to adapt to the wastegates, that we had the right boost, the right timing, and the right mixture. So that really, I would credit it the major impact in motor racing, at least in our field, in the IMSA field, with turbos and the electronic.
There is nothing wrong with a boost. And you know what's better than boost? A whole bunch of boost.
Yeah, lots of power.
We were talking about your career, obviously, with Porsche and being one of the guys there. I kind of joked before we started this interview about if it's flat, it's got 6 holes in it, and it makes lots of power. You want to play with it. Porsche was really known for, I've had an opportunity to sit, though unfortunately never get to drive a 962, one of the most incredible racing machines of all time, but it was amazing what you could do with that architecture. I mean, just the power that those cars would make.
Yeah, that is correct, but you have to remember that, that the factory built a car for Europe, and Europe is the Formula One tracks, very smooth, very big corners, everything else, and when it came to the United States in the 80s, we needed a different application because our racetracks, around the corners are a little bit rough. So we adapted that at Andal, my other company, I got out of the company by now, and that's where we really made our name and our things to increase the volume, just adapted it to the United States. Yes.
Let me ask you something. All your involvement with racing, is there a car that you wish you could go back, take from the track, and magically transport into your garage today, right now?
I would say that I would take the 962 because El Holbert Lohenbrau car, I don't know if you remember, but we went back a long, long time among many other teams, but it would be the Lohenbrau car 962.
You know what, can you imagine making one of those street legal?
I believe that some people have tried to do that. You can, but I don't. No, I don't.
Might be a little edgy.
No, I don't.
I'm not pulling in the driveway here, that's for sure.
No, I don't think that would be the right thing.
Where do you see technology, especially with SEMA's involvement, with so much of the technology, whether it be things like dynamic stability, whether it be engine management, and even the adaptation of software into the future of racing? Yeah. With your rich history, where do you see SEMA and racing merging in the forward, into the future?
Well, I tell you that I walked around. I'm here since Tuesday, and I can tell you that the merger is already happening. So I don't think you need a lot of getting together. It is just to stay on top, and especially here the spectators and the partners and the exhibitor. It's an excellent choice. Excellent people, so you don't have to do a lot. From the engine side, I see more or less the normal aspirated engines coming back to turbocharged application, and you will see that on the street, and then of course the racing either goes in front or it is simultaneously. Because you see the big advantage what we had, what I told you before, turbocharger, electronics, now we have it for the last 3, 4 years, 5 years, we have adjustable turbine. See that the turbines, the blades adjust, and that really made a major step forward in the turbo application. So I see a bright future.
I love it. I love to hear that, a bright future, because we don't want any of this to go away. No. Alwin Springer, thank you so much for coming on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to wrap it up right now. Now, if you have a chance, don't forget, tonight the cruise starts right outside at 4 o'clock. We're all going to head over to the link in the giant SEMA Ignited. We'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you.